The following may include subject matters of war, violence, loss, and adult themes which may not be appropriate for all audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
That everybody stays calm at the current moment. Insist, do not leave your houses. Thank you very much for your cooperation.
Welcome, faraway friends. You have arrived once more at Darkeport. Thank you so much for spending some time with us.
Hey, bud.
Yeah, baby.
These are in some particularly infested waters tonight. And we will be concluding our second part of our little mini campaign, Lifeweb. And we'll see what happens. And we have with us a lovely and eclectic collection of players here. So let's see what they do with these. Let's see what they do with these characters in this extreme situation. Shout out to our sister stream, Constructed Chaos.
Alex team.
Perhaps when you guys make it out here, we'll do a Call of Cthulhu one shot for you too, and you can join in the fun, in the mayhem. If you've never played the system, it's a quick one. It's a fun one.
It is fun.
Some great expressions over there.
It's fun to die. It's fun to meet your maker.
No, I was explaining beforehand that this would normally be like maybe a 2-year campaign or something to lead up to a crazy ass event like this, but we only have 2 sessions, so we have to cut to the chase.
Oh, it makes me feel marginally better.
And then we have Miss Kate Glass, founder of Briarwick Candles.
Yes.
So we are very happy to have her alongside with us, and even in her masterful sense, permeating the room.
Hundreds of candles over there.
And since, seduction was not an appropriate smell, we decided last week we're going with justice.
Sam needs some seduction right now.
Sam needs some
Give me that candle.
Oh, Sam's getting some. Sam's getting some
lover.
real cuddle time right now. Don't worry. That was Corey's character from last session, and with that, let us light it.
Light the candle.
Candle is
Candle
lit.
of tales.
Gentle today.
Gentle in the heat of battle.
It's the end of the world as you know it.
The last of humanity.
Right, Tatiana, and your alter ego is
Doctor.
Rachel, as Dr. Rachel.
Yes.
Doing her psychoanalytic thing. Just so that our faraway friends know, if you can get an hour alone, or at least an hour uninterrupted, with the people who are suffering from indefinite insanity right now, which is half of this party, you can make a roll, and on a successful roll, they behave "quote unquote" somewhat normal for a day or so. Yep. And then, given time, you can cure them. So you might literally be the only competent psychotherapist in Austin right now who still has her wits about her. Might be it. So,
She's special.
we have you all in the hospital in St. David's. You are in fact on the second floor, and one of you is inside of the lab that she believes to be relatively safe at this point.
I'm gonna get out.
She's got four shivering people inside who are in various states on the ground.
Uh-oh.
We have Sam, who is
Dancing.
who is having quite a time with the dance partner, with the burly orderly, and in the struggle he lost his 45, which was snatched up by his
Someone ruined.
erstwhile psychotherapist.
Doctor.
Left me to
Dr.
die.
Rachel.
Dr. Rachel, in fact.
Rachel.
You have Dr. Rachel's sister, Charlotte, Sensei Charlotte, who is now nearly up there and has taken the IV pole
Yeah.
as an
What's a
impromptu
weapon?
weapon.
That works.
IV bag with a needle next to her.
And Melissa, I didn't write it down on your
fearless
character
sidekick.
sheet, but I'm going to give you a 70 in the staff. 70% in the staff.
Ooh.
So just write that down somewhere.
Is it?
On attack.
Other.
Yeah, on attack.
Oh yeah, attack. Right.
Write it down there. And then finally, we have Will Jenkins, who is a photographer of the people.
A man of them.
And unfortunately, both Will and Sam are busy being indefinitely insane right now. And for Will in particular, everything is roses and fairies and golden light and serenity.
Wow, things are good.
Things are
Things
blissful.
are good. Yeah.
Things are incredibly good.
Thanks, Xavier.
So this woman,
Time.
this hooded woman that you saw across the street, who's now speaking directly into your mind.
Yuck.
And as you realize that she is that a foreign presence has entered your mind and is speaking to you. Why don't you make a sanity check for me?
30.
Okay. Made. You remain Tatiana.
Unflappable.
Before Tatiana was insisting before this, I was teasing her about her backup character. She's like, Angel, do you know who I am? So she's like, Rachel's gonna make it, damn it. So you are unimpressed. You are unmoved by the fact that you now have telepathy confirmed for you.
Okay. Great.
And you hear, you have a cloak given to you by the Dread Mother herself. Use it.
Do I have any understanding of what she's talking about?
Try to make a half an idea roll.
Ooh, crossover reference.
27?
What's your? I think that makes it for you. Yep. Because you're playing a smart one. What's your idea percentage? 80. So yeah, 40. So your character studied cults at some point.
Colts?
In like deprogramming.
Great.
So it sounds to you like some sort of cult reference.
Okay.
But given the fact, that's probably how you would frame it. Given the fact that you're living through something inexplicable and extraordinary, you're a little more open to possibilities than you might normally be.
But she said that I was given a cloak.
That you were given it.
Do I have any sense of like how that could reference my actual life?
So you're going through, and since you did make the roll, your mind thinks to itself, get out of the way.
Okay. So I'm letting my mind step out of the way.
Make another roll, and if you make it, I'll tell you what it is. Percentage.
I would check my surroundings before I let my mind get out of the way.
Okay.
31.
31, all right. Oh, thank you, Defiant Chaos, so much.
Oh, Defiant DC.
Can't see the whole message, so Randy, you're gonna have to read it out to us.
From $10 from Defiant Chaos in trade of missing the Candle of Tales. I'm gonna have to say, have fun and don't die. Best advice I can give, especially in the Squidward Call of Cthulhu.
Thank you.
Love it.
Buddy,
so
appreciate you, but we won't die. I won't.
So you check your surroundings, and you're not necessarily liking the progress that the junior achiever, that the most insistent one, is making as he's pawing up, and he's kind of slapping at the edge of the black marble table.
How far is he from me?
I mean, close, 10, 15 feet. You let your mind step out of the way for whatever the hell that means. You try to remember everything that your sister, that your obsessive, oddly iconoclastic sister has told you over the years about meditation. And there does feel like there's something not so far under the surface of your body.
Like a cloak? Is that...
You look down at your hands and they feel a little bit hot.
Okay. She would just breathe and like run that heat from her hands as much as she could through her whole body. And she's gonna check outside the door and see if she can get outside the door.
Okay. So, Sam.
The waltz.
Yes. You feel the last you were in the embrace of the ravenous orderly.
She's beautiful.
And you wonder why you feel so much support right now. There's so much support for your head. There's so much support for your back. There's so much support for your arms. And you're just seeing this blissful white light, just like when you had your little traffic accident earlier, coming back as the catatonia that overwhelmed you the first time begins to reassert itself. And you're kind of aware of some things on the periphery. pressure, not pain, kind of like an epidural.
Oh.
And, or at least so I've had it described. I've never had that experience personally, but been in plenty of rooms. And yeah, and you're like, huh, okay, this isn't so bad. And you just kind of start drifting away. As you...
Can I try to refocus?
I don't know that you really want to. Go ahead and roll.
I want my chessboard on the ceiling. Well,
Okay,
come
okay.
on, something.
All right. Okay.
75.
Okay. So this is all happening basically simultaneously. So what I'm describing for her, you see through the little slat, through the little rectangular slat in the door. You run in, you're seeing people just littering the hallways and everyone in the same state of... most of them, though, still seem down.
Okay.
A few of them, like the eager beaver in the lab, are starting to track a little bit. You run up. You do not see a woman in a hooded cloak standing in any sort of
Oh,
lab
good. I don't
doorway.
want to see her again.
You run in. What you do see is a trim, middle-aged man having his face eaten by someone.
What? That's not how you kiss? Come
By
on.
someone who's is dressed as an orderly, and is just. Now it's not like instant rip. I mean, this is actually somebody who's having to eat. Go ahead and make
Like gnawing on a rotisserie chicken?
make a sanity make a sanity check.
Where am I at here?
Melissa, make a sanity check.
So I'm seeing this too.
As you're peering out, and it's like right under the door. Yeah.
Your fault.
Go ahead and make another sanity check.
Your fault. Your guilt.
Yeah, she doesn't feel shit.
18.
Okay.
I'm unfazed,
You
I
are
guess.
unfazed. So I won't try to explain the whole rule, but there is a way to slowly acclimate to things. So start keeping track of how many times you make sanity checks for human gore.
Oh, okay.
Remember that.
Yep. And eventually you can acclimate to it.
Okay, cool.
Did not?
No,
Okay.
we're sung.
So you take two.
Switch out, dying.
You take two more points of your precious sanity fade away.
Sister is kinder than me.
She is kinder than you, even though she's the warrior. It's an interesting thing. And instinct, though, tears your eyes off of this atrocity going on, and you look through the slat, and you see your sister.
Right on the other side of this
Yeah.
nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
If I see her, do I see her?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna get out.
Okay.
Is the door like
You
actually blocked?
You might actually hit them because of where they fell with the door. Do you care? No. Okay. All right. You slam the door open.
I mean, I'm not gonna be like aggressively. I'm just gonna like.
But you're trying to get out. Yeah, you're trying to get out. Okay. Make a strength versus size roll.
I don't know. 88.
88. Okay. That makes sense though, because they're two grown men on the other side of the door. So you're trying to get out. It opens up maybe, that much, and you're like contemplating jamming yourself sideways and maybe shoving through, as the one who is in the lab pops up and starts running at you.
Do I get out?
We'll resolve that in a second. Okay, so you see her. You see your sister try to shove her best to shove the door open, but she's trying to shove probably close to 400 pounds out. It's not happening.
Right.
And the man on the bottom seems incredibly calm right now. And in fact, there's even you see an arm reach out, and it looks like he's moving things.
Is it behavior kind of similar to what Will is doing?
Maybe even more dissociated than Will. The fact
I need two of them. That's what she's gonna think.
you too start to feel a heat in your hands, but it's not subtle at all. It's actually almost hurts in the palm, but in a way the pain is grounding and good.
Okay.
Because it reminds you that you're still alive and you're still breathing in this moment. And you are also feeling it in the soles of your feet. But you're focused enough that it's not going to slow you down, but you're feeling it in your extremities right now.
Noticing it.
Okay, what do you do? Because you have the highest dex.
I'm gonna try to help her open the door.
Do you want
I kind of feel like hitting either of the two individuals in front of the door is just going to divert attention. Away from the door is good, but towards me, I'm not going to be able to help her get out.
Okay, so you're trying to just add your strength to
Yep.
Can I help?
pull the door open.
Yeah, kind of lever it probably above her head so that she can still get out.
You do have a lever.
Yeah, probably like I'm using the IV stand.
Yep.
And I'll use that as a lever to open the door a little bit more.
Go ahead and make a strength check as well. The quote-unquote DC. So yeah, just roll percentage, and you want to roll low. Because it's strength versus size, but I'm gonna give you a fat bonus because you have a lever.
We'll get modified strength now.
I have a question. Do you want to read yourself this?
You're not fast enough to get there in that second, but you're gonna try to help.
So I'm rolling the two die 10.
Percentage, yeah. That's basically everything in Cthulhu's percentage.
Yeah.
17.
So, oh yeah, way high enough, or
Okay.
way good enough. Okay, so you jam it in there, and you're actually trying to control it. You're not just trying to like rip it open, because you want enough for her. But you see the larger lab tech is. I mean, you see him, and you're like, oh crap, because he's charging. He looks ready to fight. So she pops that open, and
she'll try to, once she's out, try to let the door close suddenly.
okay. He lunges at you. So as you're slipping out, you're trying to slap his hands away, make a grappling parry.
29.
29. Okay, it's not quite low enough. So she starts to move. He gets a hold. He gets a hold of your cardigan, and
I have the gun.
You do, yeah. He gets a hold of the cardigan, and he starts to try to yank you back into the lab. Okay, you're there now.
Can I reach in and grab her out, pull her through? If he only has to have a hold of her cardigan, I could just pull her directly out of it.
Okay, so you like reach under Charlotte and try to grab her body maybe and pull her up. Sure, yeah, I'll let you do that. You don't need to roll to hit her, so make a strength versus strength on this guy.
Okay, I'm going for the body between like around. Well, I'm
Yeah, you're just grabbing what you can grab. 100. Okay. So
She thinks you're Sam.
as you reach in there, you feel like you feel another pair of grasping potentially hostile arms. On 100, you actually fall on top of both of them, and now the three of you are in a tangle.
I have the gun. Right?
You do.
Like, look.
You do. You're gonna. And as this thing is trying to bite you,
I'm going to shoot him.
you're gonna shoot him. First, you're gonna give me another roll. I'm not gonna tell you what it is unless you make it.
Jesus. 50. Oh, no.
5.
5.
5. Oh yeah, hell yeah. That's a crit.
Thank you.
That's a crit. So all of a sudden, this thing is about to. In your character, like you're trying to shift the gun back, but it's incredibly awkward because you're blocking your own self, and you're having to like shove it, and you're not going to make it before his mouth is clamped on you, and then you feel that heat release through you, permeate you, and instinctively you know not to scream, but you want to, as it goes through. It's not pleasant. And all of a sudden, it's right there. You can smell what he had for lunch, tuna fish sandwich, and he just doesn't register you. And then something else starts twitching over here, and
I gotta go.
and it runs. Okay.
Oh, it runs towards someone else.
Yeah, deeper into the lab.
Well, I gotta get out of here anyway.
Okay, so you slip out. Do you still keep your cardigan on?
So I keep my cardigan on.
Yeah, the little.
Maybe not.
Okay, you just leave it there. You slip out and leave it there. Okay. Corey, what does Sam see as he's checkmated?
No.
I fell on top of him. Could I have stopped that
did.
from happening?
No, actually, you just help the biting.
Gotcha. Would love.
Basically,
last one?
he's catatonic.
What does Sam see when he's checkmated? I think Sam probably sees his recently passed mother. Sounds about right.
Right.
Her appearance and welcoming him to the next transition.
She's on the other side of the board.
Going towards my queen.
All right. And there's blood just starts pooling everywhere. And all of you... Actually, Randy, you're protected by your own insanity. Because all you see are heavenly waves of energy coming off of Sam.
That's so nice.
and the blood is just a little bit of shimmer in the air. There's nothing there.
I actually would like to take a moment to look over at the Savior right now.
Okay, you look up and she's right next to you.
Right. Does she have any extra special whatever around her hands and her feet that might be heating up?
No, you don't see
I
that.
don't see anything like that.
You're not that cool.
That'd be really cool, though. That'd be really cool.
I love your answer. You're not that cool.
You got the normie character out of everybody. Sam never had a chance to use his talent. So you go ahead and give me another human gore sand check.
If only someone would have left the
The
door
two
open.
ladies.
If only someone was kind of chill about it. They weren't.
Jeez.
48.
I already did this
Human
one.
gore, you get another success against human gore.
20.
23.
Okay, you get your first success against human gore.
Oh, thank God.
And she pulls on out, and the orderly is just contentedly, even though you're right there.
It's fine. Enjoy your
He's
lunch.
busy with his lunch.
Enjoy.
He's hungry.
Your
He did.
snacks. Where can I go?
He missed his meal. Okay,
Charlotte.
Getting out. When you get away
you see this
from
guy. Just his pupils are blown out.
Is he safe?
For now, I'm an angel.
For what?
We're angels. Right.
Jesus.
Well, this is my sister. She's also another angel. Yeah.
Does she look like an angel?
No.
No.
You're
I'm the angel.
more like the devil.
You see, there's
She
a
gives you this look like I'm an angel.
long-haired nurse that started to crawl into the vestibule of the lab space that you're in, like where the plastic chairs are for people to sit and wait, which is where you're at right now. And she's crawling over. So hungry.
Charlotte, let's get the fuck out of here.
That sounds like a great idea.
We need to be careful. There's a lot of people in here. And I get the sense that a bite can do a lot.
So hungry.
Know any back maintenance hallways that are less peopled?
She manages to get hold of one of the plastic chairs because it's a row and they're stuck together, you know.
Oh, okay.
And she levers herself up. Feed me.
Not here.
And she starts sprinting at you.
Lunchroom is that way.
What do you do?
I'm going to hit her with the only weapon I have. If it comes, yeah. If that's what it's gonna be,
Okay.
that's what it's gonna be.
Okay. You also have a 90% kick if you want to kick her instead.
Let's do that.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to hit as she charges at you. You snap in probably a skipping side kick because you have enough range.
74.
Okay. You crack. You feel kind of bad doing this, but you don't hold back at all. I assume you're just blasting her with everything you have.
Yep.
As she's charging in. So go ahead and give kick a check, and then also give martial arts a check. Because your martial arts skill is also 90.
2 for 1.
Just extremely high combat skills for Cthulhu characters.
Kick is
It's at the very bottom.
Just down here. Okay.
Yep. And then, so a couple things happen. First, for your base damage, roll 1d6 for the kick, and then another die 4 for the martial arts. See, I told you there were sometimes you'd want to roll high.
3 and 3, so 6.
Okay, those are some ribs.
Nice.
And then your foot, no. There's some sort of smell, almost like ozone, that wafts off of her for a second. And there's, for you, that sharp heat pulls from all 4 points, 2 hands, 2 feet, and just instantly, almost like an electric line or something, flows into your foot, into this woman, and you see her burst into white flame.
Whoa.
You don't see it, but you smell something.
Oh.
And
She just looks.
the woman starts writhing around, so you see nothing except she's writhing around like she's on fire.
She's batting a few fairies.
She's batting fairies. You're the only and the fairies are like frantically.
I'm the only one that sees the
You're
fire.
the only one who sees the flame. And go ahead and roll a die. So that's another die 10 on her.
Okay, real cool.
Yep.
That's funny.
8.
8. Yeah, okay, that's her. That's 14 points in 1 kick.
Naming.
And the life, whatever mockery was passing there, just flees out of her.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go.
Make another roll for your first kill.
Another sanity.
Yep, another sanity check. You've just seen a human being killed, so go ahead and make another roll.
Is it human?
81. And I am at 81.
Are you at 81?
Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
And that passes.
Fuck yeah.
I'm good.
What did you get?
I got a 58.
Okay, what's your current?
64.
64? Okay. So go ahead and mark down human kill.
Oh, so that's a.
No tolerance.
Yeah, it's a different kind of tolerance. There's gore and then there's killing.
Oh, so many tolerances.
There's so many tolerances that go on. Oh, and importantly, for you, Melissa, with the no soul, that was a magic point.
That was spent.
Oh, that was spent?
Yep.
Yep. You have white flame kick or whatever it is. You're like a Mortal Kombat character.
Can I do what we talked about earlier? About reinforcing it?
He gestures towards you, and you get the sense that he thinks he's helping you. And you think you're helping her. You think you have a profound moment.
Take it. It's yours. Take it.
And you just run your hand through the air.
She'll just pretend like she. I mean,
You
she's.
see this beautiful rainbow
It's a type
of light.
of ally. It's a very strange type of ally, but that's how she's gonna categorize it.
You take your hand.
It's a really weird ally, but for at least I don't know.
You do not spend any magic points.
Thanks.
Okay. More and more bedlam is erupting in the hospital.
Yeah. So, I'm guessing that the stairwell we came up is the closest to the exit,
Probably.
right?
Yeah.
But there's also probably the most amount of people.
That is going to take you right into the main room. You can try to run into some of the back bowels of the second level, where there are less people, like more testing. You're going to run into more medical personnel, and there's kind of a maze back there where you could try to find like an inner office with no windows.
Just to hide out.
Your choice.
Huh.
You could try. I mean, both of you know that the elevator's a death trap. There's no way you'd want to get in one right now.
Charlotte,
There,
do you think we should get out of here, or do you think we should stay? And like.
The quickest way out with the fewest number of people. The way we came in was ER door. There's a crap ton of people.
yeah.
Is there another exit that I'm aware of?
You could run. I mean, there are multiple stairwells, but you'd have to head deeper into the second floor. You want to do that?
Yeah.
Okay. What pace are you taking?
A decent pace.
A decent pace, but a quieter, cautious one. So kind of like walking slower.
Okay.
I guess I would think like a hardy, light-footed walk.
Yeah.
Hardy, though.
A hardy, light-footed walk.
Through those 3 characters, go ahead and make stealth rolls. And it's not just pass fail. I am keeping track of like basically how much you miss it or get it by.
44.
Does that make it for Will? I don't think so.
Sneak is 35.
35, so almost.
Where's stealth?
96.
And you drop something. The gun
You're doing
fires.
great. You're doing great until you fumble the gun. And it
Ricochets.
And it well, you don't fire it, but it smacks up against a water fountain.
Hide. Yes.
And there's just like a loud ping.
Great.
16.
16? Oh, okay. Go ahead and check.
Check it.
Check sneak.
Oh, the
box.
sneak or
It's
hide?
hide. Or is it sneak?
Oh, there is sneak.
What do you have that? 45. Still check it.
Yeah. Yeah, your character's pretty
Light on foot.
Pretty ninja-y. Yeah. Okay. So you're doing this Sarah Connor and T2 escaping the mental ward, where there's this like quick light step, but it's very alert.
Yeah.
However,
Fast heel toe.
You hear him. You hear Will behind you, and he's doing a decent job. Although he's kind of mumbling to himself sometimes, or mumbling to you. Your sister's doing a good job until the 45 ping hits the water fountain. I think you were looking at the character sheet when I was describing that.
Oh,
So
yeah.
and then it rings out, and
Do I see sound waves ripple out from that?
yes, yeah, you're deep into synesthesia, and what comes to both of your minds, but yours especially because you're the warrior, is the dinner bell.
the gong.
Do you want to try to ditch off into one of the offices
Yes.
to the side? Okay.
She'll probably stop for 2 seconds
Okay.
and see if we hear any motion.
And then
any footsteps.
down one of the darkened hallways, you hear.
Yeah. Off into a side to see if we can hide while
Okay.
it passes.
So I'm assuming you're crouching down. You're going to ride off of that stealth, off of the stealth roll. I'll let both of you make another stealth roll and see if you can get there.
Close the door very quietly.
26.
31.
31. So check. Is that low enough on you?
35.
You're 35. Wow. Okay. Okay. You kicked off into one of the oncology testing rooms.
Check to make sure nobody's in there.
And
Professor.
I need
Professor.
I need a sanity. Actually, I need a power roll from you first.
Power roll.
Yep. It's a 50-50 for this guy.
69.
Okay, so everything that I described to Melissa last time, and you might even already be suspecting why. There's a reason why your character's able to run around. So you don't know why you can run around while all the people around you just collapsed. And you all felt the same, and you just kind of intuitively know, like instinctually know, you all had that moment of the severing.
Right.
Of something being yanked, like a high tension wire cut that just gets ripped out of you.
Okay.
Now, make a sand check for me.
28.
Good. All right, so he's only 2 points down from you. And he has 60 points, 60 extra points to distribute around.
Oh, I gotta distribute. Okay. So -2.
Yeah, -2. Don't worry about it right now, but when you have like a quiet moment, go ahead and distribute the extra 60 points on the skills. Okay.
Grim sent us $15. Don't pay the ransom. I escaped. Says Grim. Thank you so much, brother. We appreciate you.
Thank you, Graham.
This dramatic reading has been brought to you by Will.
Well, he's in a good place.
Yes.
He's in a place to do it. All right, Professor. So for the first time, Professor Warren Bedford, for the first time since this nightmare started, what seems like days ago at this point, but really it was mere minutes, The first non, I'm so hungry. And there seem to be different stages of this and different reactions to it.
Can I quickly calculate if they're like?
But these people coming in, they're definitely not moving in any of the ways that you see in any of the. What word is he using for these? For possessed or insane or infected? What is he thinking?
Well, since infected.
Infected. Okay, so they're not moving like any of the other infected. They're crouched low. They're keeping under. I'm picturing like interior window, so hallway. You can see into the oncology office, but you're keeping under the line of the window, and of course you would have shut the lights off in here and gone back into the inner room. So you hear them, and you somehow managed, through all three of you, managed to get in there before about half a dozen of these things start bumping around where you were at just a couple seconds ago. I mean, they're full on sprinting.
Disgusting. Okay, so we're inside.
And now the three other characters make either listen or spot hidden rolls, as you like.
I'm like, at this point.
Yeah, the three.
And I'm looking like this, like trying to assess if they're like who they are, they're living, are they bandits?
Right.
Okay, 95.
Okay.
96.
96.
74.
Okay, so you guys are not aware of him yet. Because you're lurking in the dark.
I'm probably focused on listening through the door.
Yeah.
I'm probably closest.
Yeah,
to the door.
you're waiting. So you guys have gone through the inner door, and you're basically in a windowless room. You're crouched in the corner between two cabinets, and he can have a small gun for self-defense, but he's not going to have a 45 like the other.
No, yeah, I have a carbine on here, it says.
Oh well, no, that's gonna.
Oh.
That'd be too big.
Okay.
That'd be too big. I'll let him
Antique.
I'll let him have a.
Another 45?
No, it'd be like a small rifle. It'd be like a cut. You would
Just do like a, I don't know,
Little 22.
like a 22 for self-defense or something. Okay.
whatever that is.
Yeah, that's fine.
You're so petite.
They're so cute.
They are.
So you have, and you live out in the country, so I mean you're going to be, honestly, you use it just as often to like shoot varmints and snakes and that kind of thing out there. You just know better than to walk, because you probably live in the hill country, so you know better than to walk your property without some means of defense. Okay, so he's back there, and the three of you amazingly have a moment to collect yourselves.
Is there light in there, or is it totally dark?
Well, there's light spilling in from the hallway. You don't think it'd be a good idea to turn a light on in here?
Have we managed to lock the door?
The first door you shut. Did you risk locking it?
Not until we knew what we were locking ourselves into.
Okay, so no, it's not. That door isn't locked. And you retreat into the inner room. So you're staring at it, but
Although if she can't easily lock it, then at least it prevents somebody from coming in.
well, you were deeper in. Do you want to go back out to lock it?
Not if we've already passed it, no.
Okay. Yeah, because you judged it safer to just get away and try to get out, break line of sight.
Yeah.
You hear them shuffling around, but make a luck roll. Since you're kind of guiding them right now.
Because I'm so lucky.
You're pretty lucky.
84.
But you're not lucky enough.
No.
Okay, so there's no convenient noise that moves them off you yet.
Oh, wait. No, I rolled an 84. Never mind.
Yep.
Never mind.
You have like a 75, I think,
Yeah.
luck, but yep. Okay.
Otherwise, it wasn't terrible.
Can I use my psychology to discern if these are like?
Actually, yeah.
I'm waiting to see if they talk. They haven't talked yet.
Actually,
so.
yeah. No, that's a perfect use of the skill under these conditions, Corey.
44. Yep.
You got it. Okay. Give yourself a check. This is definitely a high stress, real situations, though. That's what the checks are for.
55.
The way that the two women are looking at each other and moving. First off, she looks professional. I mean, she has a cardigan on, and she has sensible
I
pumps.
left my cardigan.
Oh shit, you're right.
Right.
She has a gun in her hand, though.
She does have the gun looks.
She has an outfit that looks like she should have a cardigan.
Yeah, the gun looks to.
You're out of place. You're missing your cardigan.
You can smell. You spent your entire life amongst academics and intellectuals, so she has the look. She also has a 45 that's too big for her hand, so you doubt that that's her gun, and also you don't see a holster on it, and that's not the kind of gun that you carry in a purse, probably. She is wearing sensible pumps, and
how old is your character, roughly?
30, yeah. And then there's a fit young woman, maybe a couple years older than her. They have a strong family resemblance.
You take my class?
Yeah, no.
I just want to know if I recognize her.
No, let's not do that. Yeah.
I was 26 at the time.
Too
so,
easy. Yeah. So you, you're looking at them. Him though, he looks either drugged or spaced out or something, because he's just always murmuring or muttering or looking around, and
Smells like carrot cake in here.
Psst, psst. You're alive.
Who the fuck is that?
I'm Professor. Dr. Warren.
Keep your voices down.
Dr. Warren.
fortunately they rolled a
Are you?
95 on their listen.
Are you? You made it through all this. He's diseased.
On one of the windows.
Whisper. Okay, whisper. She's right. Where are you?
I came for some lab results, and then all hell broke.
I would also analyze him. See if he seems.
Go ahead and make a psychology roll.
His state is like.
Are you trying to parry her psychology?
No.
24.
24. Okay, give yourself a check.
I already have a check.
Oh, for psychology. Okay. He seems just stays. He seems.
Who are you?
He seems lucid, if not terribly pleasant.
Not terribly pleasant.
Who are you?
I'm Rachel. This is my sister Charlotte.
Thank God, there's a few of us left.
Have you been outside?
No, I've locked myself in here and hidden. Ever since the noise.
What is that?
Can you hear that beating?
Can you hear the thumps? It's really creepy in here.
It's not great, but I would start to look around the room to see like what's even in here. Where are we?
It looks like the room where good and bad news is dispersed. You see filing cabinets. So in 2025, a bit of a throwback. Of course, a computer back here as well, but they don't actually do medical work here. But there's desk, 2 chairs, like that.
Oh, it's a little office room. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. You could shut if you shut
This door lock.
If you shut this inner door, it does look like it has a lock on it. Yeah.
You know what's going on?
Okay, so you kind of peer out carefully. You time it. Make a dex roll.
I'm gonna analyze him.
That's a D100.
Yeah, D100.
7.
7.
36.
He looks. You're not a psychoanalyst, but he looks off as rocker, and you see his. Unless you want to put points into psychoanalysis, because those are 2 different scores.
They are.
But he looks crazed. I mean, his pupils are blown up, but you don't think he's immediately hostile. What did you get?
36.
Okay. So, yeah, you basically, you breathe out, you force your hand to steady. This is no different than running through, making your body behave, commanding your body perfectly through a kata or something. And so every time that they look away, you shut it a little bit more. Every time that they look back, you wait. And there's a part of you that's trying to judge how smart they are. Make a psychology or ideal roll.
Let's go with an idea. Either one fails.
Okay. There's some pattern, but you can't discern it yet. There's something you're missing about them.
Close. I got 71, but 70 is
You
my
need 70,
idea.
yeah. So then finally, as they drift off out of line of sight, and this is the bad part, because there's no way to muffle this, but click, and nothing immediate after that.
She's gonna turn back to everybody in the room and just do this. Try to make eye contact with everybody.
It's dark in the room now, but there is still some light coming from under the door. But you're next to the light if you want to turn it on with the closed door.
See what?
I mean, it's up to
The
you.
room.
I'm not gonna do it yet. She's just gonna be like, holy fuck. My client is dead. He's dead. She's just reflecting.
What's wrong with him?
He's changed a bit.
Is he diseased?
I don't know.
I will use my first aid to see if he has any. Oh, it's dark. Different mic.
Do you want to turn the light on?
I would turn my iPhone light on.
I think it's important we turn the light
Okay.
on.
And you shoot. Yeah, you direct it
Stop the door if
carefully.
we need to.
Okay. And then you start, and you are indeed hearing, thrashing and not as much screaming as you might think. Like as there was an initial rush of it as everybody was severed. But after that, now you're just hearing a lot of thumping, thrashing, and the occasional burst of violence, but nothing right next to you. Go ahead and make a first aid roll as you're checking them over.
2.
Wow. Okay. Give yourself a check. You vet him.
I crit on that.
Yeah. You vet him pretty carefully, and this guy seems to have taken such a wholesome interest in you, Will. It's really nice that you found an older man who's not afraid to show how much he cares.
He seems.
I'm gonna go hide behind the savior.
Okay.
Kind of like a little 5-year-old who's hiding behind mama's skirts when the.
Hold on here. I don't see any bites. No bruises? Oh, a few bruises. Did he fall recently?
A lot of people did.
Does he speak?
Well, yeah.
Crouch down a little bit further behind her.
Haven't you heard? I'm the savior. And she does that with a look on her
his
face of
mind is-
clearly like that something's
His
going
mind is
on.
broken.
Rachel would just be like texting some friends and family.
Okay. Make a luck roll.
Oh, we need to get out of here.
74.
We do, but we need to do
Let's see.
that carefully.
So
Whatever happened,
you're having all the different text chains that you're part of,
I came from the
all
other
your
side.
close friends, family members in the area. There's just, you look down and there's, I don't know, probably 170 texts or something going on. I mean, as people are going wild, the very few that are left, and make half an idea roll. See if you can make half an idea roll.
41.
Just about, almost. Not quite.
What happened?
No.
All I know is things started going.
When you have more
haywire.
time, you can make a full one.
it's
It'll
about
probably
it.
come to you. There's a
I
pattern
think
in the
I
text.
think you grasp the situation enough.
Some sort of mass infection.
It's straight out of a zombie movie. It's actually ridiculous.
Zombie. Can I use my occult to figure out maybe any of this?
You can try. Yeah.
We're pretty good at occult.
It has a ridiculous education
Nope.
character. No.
I'd
Okay.
also like to give a good look at her sister. I don't know if she notices anything different about her.
All right, my dear. Make a roll. Yeah, I'll tell you this. You have an 85% chance to make this roll. Roll on the skill 3 times. And we'll start with Charlotte.
28.
Okay, so that's a yes,
67.
yes,
14.
which would actually be a crit. Okay. So at the very end of that character sheet, where there's a blank space, write down sense inspired.
Sense inspired.
Sense inspired. And you started at an 85%. So you have, and that's obviously put a check next to it. So as you're looking her over in your own body, there's a ghostly feel of some sort of flame in your hands and feet. It's an echo of her, so it's not unpleasant, but you just kind of know that it's some sort of internal knowing and reckoning with her. you look over at this man that you've just met, this very like spiritually compacted man who's is tough and still has this much of a brain, you know, in the midst of Armageddon. And you feel some sort of ability, gets the same one that Sam has. You feel some sort of ability to reach out and to wrap himself around these creatures, different than yours. And now you understand that that thing couldn't see you. It couldn't sense you. You stopped existing to it. Mm-hmm. And then the word cloak comes to mind. Mm-hmm. And as you look at him, you see nothing but a defenseless, pure soul who has no extraordinary talents.
I live, though.
You are. And the word that comes trickling up through your subconscious is, or the phrase rather, would be the inspired.
The inspired.
That there are a handful of humans that are inspired with a capital I, that are going to have these spiritual gifts made manifest at this moment of potential extinction for the species.
And he's one of them.
These two are.
These two?
These two are. He has nothing.
Oh.
But a good soul.
Oh, okay.
Is this room 4 walls?
Yeah. Well, yeah, 4 walls, and then, of course,
We're on the second floor
so
right
my
now?
sister, I feel her with heat, but I don't really get a sense of her, like, well-being or health.
Although you rolled well enough on all of those, make a first aid check. Okay. Which per the rules does let you see somebody's state. 24, okay. Go ahead.
Pretty much.
Yeah, way under.
Well, it's 75, so it's pretty much correct.
It's a 1/5, so it's divided by 5. So you need a 15
Okay.
and under for that.
Okay.
Go ahead and give yourself a check.
I don't know anything about this.
No, you're doing great, Tatiana. You're doing great. So you look over, she looks really pale. And you're afraid for a second that she got bitten or hit or something, but you're observing her carefully, and it is dim, and you notice your sister like moving the iPhone light around you a bit to see from different angles. And
Can I check each of them over?
she seems okay. Do you let him check you?
I'll ask. I'm good with first aid. I want to make sure you weren't bitten. It might be good for all of us to know.
I mean, we're definitely not, but if you want to just take a look at our pulse and our eyes.
Just vitals.
Sure.
I'll look at the vitals and I'll look at the skin and see if there's no blood. And if there's spots of blood, it'll be...
Nothing obvious, no.
Okay.
Charlotte, what was that before? What happened? What did you feel?
This is more than an infection.
Yeah. Feels more energetic or spiritual?
Yeah.
In what way?
Well, what happened to you when it all... 1 second, everything was normal, and then the next... It was like something deep within me shook. And it did within everyone else.
It was an attack of some kind. That's what it felt like.
Can I
An
do another?
attack and a theft.
I'm a European history occult major type of guy. Professor.
You failed the one roll, so you can speculate.
I can speculate.
Randy, per our offline discussion, I'm going to say yes, since this is a once-in-a-species event, so instead of getting a 5 Cthulhu Mythos, you have 10. Why don't you make a Cthulhu Mythos roll?
Sweet.
As you peer into the truth of the awful universe.
I got a 7. I got a 7.
Here's into it.
All right, you peer into the truth of the awful universe,
Just lean back and let it ride.
and you see... How far back do I want to take this? You see... It'd be visual for him. Layer after layer after layer of different colors, browns, grays, blacks, some angry reds. And they begin to be piled on this beautiful viridian, this vibrant viridian sphere. And it gets piled and piled and piled, but not just in one spot. It's everywhere, it's everywhere, it's everywhere, it's everywhere, it's everywhere that you see. And it just gets compressed and compressed and compressed, and it's groaning, and it's lashing out, and it's trying to warn, and it's trying to express. And then finally, one day, today, it's one piece of brown too much. And the entire interconnected web of life that keeps us all alive snapped. And Gaia died about an hour ago. A goddess died. Humanity's sponsor.
Oh, we're fucked. Oh, we're fucked, guys.
What do you mean?
Oh, I'm so sorry, we're fucked.
What do you mean?
What is he saying?
Our
I
planet.
think he's saying we're fucked.
Yeah. Our planet.
About it.
It's dead?
He's insane.
Oh, yeah. No? I don't know. Our planet's dead, man. And I know what you're thinking. I know. Know that you're thinking that I'm just fucking crazy.
She would put it like a gentle hand, really gentle. You're not crazy.
I know. Well, maybe.
Well, what are you seeing? She'd be putting her like therapist hat on.
So, you know how, like, you have this beautiful ocean. It's beautiful and blue and perfect. And then people come and they start throwing trash and trash and trash and trash until eventually that beautiful blue ocean is sludgy and nasty, and you have seals dying from oil and things, yeah? You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So think of that on a spiritual level, where our planet is the spirit, and all of us assholes are just the fucking trash that we keep throwing into our planet. And it's dead. I don't know how else to say it. We're fucked.
The two women definitely get that. Corey, you can decide.
Yeah, I want to. So.
But you feel like his words resonate deeply in you because you are one of the inspired.
Okay.
So you would have felt that.
Do I know any local cult groups that have been active in Austin?
Probably. Yeah.
Do any of them? Can I connect the dots on any of them that might have, quote, be behind this? Certain ones that would lead to either a disease or some sort of summoning cult?
You can make an occult roll. And then if that fails, make an ideal roll.
10.
10? Okay.
Right. Actually...
No, it'd have to be a 50.
Yeah.
Okay, 50. Okay, cool.
I started with a 50.
You started with a 50? Yeah. Now this
I bumped it up because I want to be a cult.
character's education is crazy. It's a 23 on a 3 to 18 scale. There are ways to do that with Cthulhu characters. Like I said, really intellectual sometimes. You're just not really in that mode. Yeah.
Right?
You think through and go ahead and give yourself a check on that. You seriously doubt any of the various groups that you've encountered here in the city would have this kind of firepower. Now, in the world, you're not willing to dismiss that.
Right, just that the local ones
But
are...
local, no, you know them, actually most of them fairly well, and you might even, with your POW and your background, you might even have participated in a few rituals here and there.
She would also now, she's still in the conversation, but she's checking the news.
Okay.
Yeah, and I've got my phone out trying to see if anybody's reached out to me of the people that I know.
Karina definitely would have.
Yeah,
And
so she's trying to reach back out.
Oh, good idea. He pulls out his phone and starts looking.
both of you make luck rolls again.
Me?
Yeah, on the on your phones. Failed. Okay. Actually, it makes sense. You turn to him and you think this is the only chance you're going to have to try to stabilize his ass. So you turn to him and you begin to do what even though you're very young as a psychotherapist, that you've become pretty damn good at. And you start taking him to a more secure place. And I'll let you make that roll in a bit.
I got a 40.
So this phone, here's another thing that's happening where it shouldn't be breaking down this quickly. Like, it should be a while, and you're not entirely sure on exactly how long it would take for satellites to move enough out of sync, blah blah blah. But it wouldn't be. It's at least like days or weeks. It's not hours.
Not an hour or two.
Yeah. And yet it's already behaving erratically, and you can just feel whatever allowed you to pump white flame through your body and into another soul is changing the rules right now. Like, you're experiencing that. You look over at the computer and you wonder how long it's going to be before that's just an inert lump of plastic. So in all that, you're getting some spotty messages, and make a roll for Karina. Actually, make 2 rolls for her.
95.
95, and then
53.
okay. And as she was dying, she called you.
God, this music. Okay.
Fight the fight, girl.
Yep.
Love you. And then you hear it go, the phone drop, and then it just plays on and on and on and on until you finally hit the limit of the voicemail. And you're...
So it sounded like she didn't make it.
And again, you're just confronted with the reality that you shouldn't be walking around right now. That you're some other breed of human.
I'm sorry. It's hand on your shoulder, on her shoulder.
Yeah, she'll visibly just kind of like her shoulders will drop. She'll kind of drop the phone.
It's only gonna get
I'm
worse.
feeling like it's starting to get useless anyway.
The longer we wait, the more they'll become.
I'm gonna hug the angel, because she needs it now.
You guys are farther somewhere else.
Your priority.
You use his need to comfort his savior as part of your therapy.
See how much care you have?
Really
How much love you have in your heart? It's beautiful.
It's really nice of you.
Do you allow?
I was gonna say she totally accepts the hug.
Do you allow her the time to ply her trade?
Yes.
Professor, do you allow her time to ply her trade?
An hour?
And you keep going. Okay.
All right.
All right, make a roll.
I'll have a discussion briefly. I want to just get caught up like
On what happened.
like
and-
how fast have you seen how fast these things become what they become and all these sort of things?
Bonuses
Right,
because I
yeah,
was
and
touching the
she'll-
savior and hugging her, and
she'll
she was
share
using
what
her
she knows.
as a bonus. And
What she's seen.
Another 15 minutes.
Melissa, give me
What was your question?
give me a roll yourself and let me see what a comforting figure you are.
I don't know if she's that comforting.
I don't know either. but-
I would say she's definitely leaning more towards dry sarcasm about everything, and that's just how she's learning to process.
How comforting for him you are.
Right? 97.
Okay, not very.
Very comforting.
All right, so you feel like you're making progress, but you're going to have to reset in a different environment. Okay.
Do we hear any sounds?
Are the roofs accessible? Like the ceilings on the roofs? I'm just curious.
In this particular office, no, but there are like in the bath. You can go into the bathrooms and maybe get the little tacky tiles.
Do I know how far we are away from a room with a window?
You don't, but you do.
How far are we?
Just around the corner.
We'd have to get out of this room.
Yeah. And the problem is that none of these windows are going to open. I mean, they're all hospital windows. You'd have to bust through. They're thick.
That's too loud.
It's possible, but it's too loud.
Bring out my glass cutting.
What time of day is it?
Let's see. He was like at 10, so you're probably at maybe 1 o'clock now.
He's about to go to lunch. That's right.
Yeah.
And do I see anything on the news at all?
Oh, yeah. Well, God, how much of a news would there be left?
I know.
Not that much. So what you're seeing is you're probably seeing some of the toughest, most determined, fanatical Reddit posters. And you see
Track.
you see a couple of the conspiracy websites give you the biggest "I told you so," and then there's maybe the one, the lineage of the noble Dan Rather who stuck it out and who broadcast his last.
Can I check my local Illuminati Society group here to see if they say anything?
Imagery I see of like the state of the city, any video footage?
You would get a few brave souls. It's about 96% casualty, and the rest of them have issues.
Wow.
But a few brave souls are posting like recent, posted 1 minute ago. No live feeds currently, and make another luck roll.
32.
Okay, the phone functions long enough for you to see just pandemonium outside.
What kind of pandemonium?
People screaming, people running. Most of the population, though, is still in this quiescent, quivering state. There are a few of them now, but every moment, more and more of them are popping up.
At some point, I'll kind of come over, kind of look over her shoulder and look at this.
Can I use my archaeology? I'm trying to figure out where the best destination for us to go, whether it's Natural Bridge Caverns or is it out in the Western Hills and in a cave area. Basically, away with food and water, but away from a mass mental population right now.
Sure.
The nuclear facility, but
Yeah,
I probably
sure. Go ahead and make a roll on that.
We've got to get out of this
46,
thing.
and my
As soon as
archaeology
we
is 50.
can.
Okay. I mean, Natural Bridge Caverns is not necessarily a bad place. The problem is that for the survivors, everybody's going to have the same idea, and of trying to get out, and you still have no idea like how smart these people are, if they're organized or not, because you haven't fought them yet at all. You've just been in here. So you don't know if it's if it's rabies.
All right.
Rabies on steroids or something else.
We need to go to Elon Musk's compound. It's probably the safest spot. It's today, right? Yeah, it's today. I'm like, that's probably where we need to go, to be honest. He has security, probably food and water.
Great. Where's your invitation?
That or Joe Rogan's place, because they both were prepared for such events.
Such an Austin thing, yeah.
I mean, it's an idea, but
It looks to you like the vast majority of the population has been wiped out and is in the process of actively turning.
Charlotte's gonna look at her hands and go, we may be cut off from something, but something is still helping us.
I feel the same.
I felt something weird as well.
Charlotte, in the time that you've been running around and adventuring, you feel a slight bit of your remaining quintessence fade. You lose another magic point.
Sustaining your connection. I just think we need to find a place that we can hold up and regroup and find whatever humans are alive to be able to survive this thing.
Can you remind me your name?
Oh, yes, I'm Dr. Warren Bedford.
Oh, hi, Dr. Rachel.
Professor of European history, and I also happen to know quite a bit about at least the human side of unnatural things.
Make an idea roll.
13.
As you're thinking about it, actually, So, St. David's has several different basements that don't communicate with each other. And there is one that's a converted bomb shelter. It's not a bomb shelter anymore, but it was kind of a way, and you think it's maybe janitorial services or something at this point. But as you're contemplating trying to move through the city, particularly on foot,
Doesn't feel good.
it seems questionable at best.
I know. I'm just remembering that there's actually a converted bomb shelter here in the hospital. Basement floor. I'm sure it has all the tools we need. I would like to go down there.
What's in this room?
It's admin.
Admin.
Yeah, I'm in the computer.
But Dr. Warren, right?
And
Rachel.
Rachel.
Rachel. I appreciate you being here, I suppose, but we have to really stick together. This is my sister. We are.
And what do you look like? I mean, you're like. What are you wearing?
She looks like a pretty fit and trim mid-30s.
What kind of clothing
She's got like brown hair and a ponytail.
You're still carrying the pole?
She's got kind of like this, like comfortable athletics.
Okay.
Athletic wear.
You were hit the gym quite often.
You could say that.
Are you gonna be cool? Are you gonna be trustworthy?
You have no choice. Of course. What do you mean I'm going to be trustworthy? Of course I am.
I
work for the university.
Sorry, sir. That doesn't mean anything these days.
Really?
She's not wrong.
We have to survive. Like I said.
We have to survive, but together.
Finding a
requires-
few good people is not a bad idea. Finding a few good people is not a bad idea.
Yes. So
Trust starts somewhere.
listen. If we're gonna stick together, that means we have to have each other's backs. Are we all down for that?
It looks like you can help people, kind. You are some sort of. I recognize you're a psychologist based on what you're doing.
Probably, yeah.
Some sort of psychologist.
Correct.
And you a gym rat?
I own a dojo.
She's an angel.
A JoJo.
She's the savior.
Oh, you know martial arts. UFC?
Was thinking about it. I know a few things.
Listen,
I don't have my weapons on me, but close enough. I don't need them.
What do you have to bring to the table? I'm asking this just.
I'm
matter
the
of fact.
best chance for you to figure out what's really going on.
Okay, great, awesome. My sister is a great fighter. I would show him my scalpels.
Okay.
Give you one. They are fast out there, and we have to keep them off of all of us. Do you understand?
Perhaps we should get some shields made.
They do bite.
Shields made.
Yeah, like in European, golf in European dissertation about the shields of the knights.
The glories of the shields, right? In this
It stops them
oncology admin
from
office.
actually biting you.
I'm sorry.
Those? Can we?
Not a terrible idea, actually.
Okay.
Just want to put distance between us if they come at us and you can't do anything.
Well, what shields can we make?
Yeah, we're gonna have to make one because
Do we?
we're not gonna find him.
So I look in the office. Is there what sort of office furniture is this?
Chairs.
Well, the chairs could be for a good start.
Okay, how about you pick up the chair, and you'll be the chair guy, and
I'll be chair guy.
Well, I have a
you
gun.
can be chair guy too.
Ooh, I can
How
be the
about
chair
you guys
guy.
be chair guys?
Ooh,
okay?
we both be. Let's go.
Okay.
Is this effective against them?
What is it?
It's a 22 gun. It kind of shows.
How many bullets do you have?
How many bullets do I have?
22, is it revolver or automatic?
It'd be automatic. I don't have a revolver.
Okay. It's probably, I'm going to say 7.
All right.
I might be wrong, but we'll say 7.
We'll say 7.
Okay.
Between 12 and 20 rounds.
For 22?
The magazine, somewhere in there. It's definitely more than 7.
Oh, because it's small. Roll a,
D20.
roll D20 plus 10. Yeah.
D20 plus fast.
You may not have the magazine loaded all the way.
But
18.
18. Okay, so we'll say 18 then.
We'll say 18.
Yeah.
Let's make it 18.
Okay. Well, let's be smart about those bullets. Perhaps be the chair shield. And in an emergency, yeah, you can use your gun. Does that sound good?
I guess I'm not that strong.
Listen. And she's gonna get really, really like. You seem like a really nice guy. But this is my sister.
Okay.
And this is life or death. And if you're gonna do this, I'm gonna need you to speed up a little bit and get a little bit in the game. And if you say you're not strong, that's fine, but I'm gonna need you to be a little stronger. Can you do that?
I know what I can and can't do.
What was that?
So I know what I can and can't do.
So can you be a little stronger?
Strong as I am.
I look at my sister.
sometimes you don't know how strong you are until you run into something that you haven't run into before.
It's true. And wouldn't you say, Charlotte, mindset is everything?
Mindset is everything.
So Warren, if we're gonna go out there together,
I'm gonna shoot whatever comes at me.
You only have those 18 bullets.
aren't you a doctor?
You seem pretty smart.
Does he?
There are thousands of people in this hospital that are no longer people.
I'm going to go to the door and just start listening.
Make a listen roll.
Chair is not a bad idea.
Corey, it's going to be two clips of 10. I just looked it up. It's
Got a
closer to 10.
17 on my listen roll. That's enough.
Oh, you got it? Okay. Go ahead and give yourself a check.
Use a chair because we're quiet. All of us should be using chairs.
That
And
too.
getting
Sounds like they've wandered off.
Okay.
They do seem to be attracted to sound or if they see us. So far.
So we move swiftly but thoughtfully.
Do you know how to get to this bomb shelter?
I do.
It might not be stocked with anything useful, so we can get there and then
Assess.
find out there's nothing there. So the key thing is we don't get stuck there. Meaning we don't make enough noise and trap a whole bunch of people behind us.
could be a tomb. They don't have it rationed.
Exactly. They haven't kept stocking it with fresh stuff as if it could be always a bomb shelter. Then it is a tomb.
The kitchen here is going to have food anyway, but at least the shelter is a very protective place that I doubt anyone knows about.
Which either means we hit the kitchens and fill up a bunch of wheeled gurneys with food and then go down there, or we plan on coming back knowing that that's a possibility.
I say we go down all the way and then see.
There's like 3 floors down.
Okay. Yeah, it'll be 3 floors. Make a luck roll.
83.
Which I think is still good enough for you.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Girl, you look at it.
As you bend reality a bit, and you happen to be closer than not to the stairwell that you need, because remember it has multiple basements that are split up that don't have passageways to each other. So, you're maybe, I don't know, some 10, let's say, 6 doors this way and 4 doors over or something for the stairwell that you need.
Okay.
So you can traverse it quickly. You just need a little bit of time.
Okay. I would share with them
Okay.
what we have to do.
So you need to go down the hall and then hang a left, hug the wall, and it's gonna be the stairwell on that wall.
Why don't you and I take lead? You seem to out of it, and you guard the back.
Okay.
I will chair. You will kick. I assume, or punch, or pull.
That works.
Great.
All right. You set off, and that is where we will pause for our intermission.
Eye on you, buddy.
All right, faraway friends, getting pretty tense in here. We will see you in just a few minutes. Thank you so much.
Professor Scott.
Eldritch Foundry is evolving. Bringing you a virtual army of miniatures like never before in full tabletop-ready color. Paint your miniatures in our upgraded creation tool, then bring them to life in stunning one-to-one detail as 3D printed miniature masterpieces. With complete control over your digital color scheme, you can point and click for simple color fills or go all in on highlights, shading, brush techniques, and more. Create epic heroes and madness-touched monsters that are truly yours. Miniatures are 3D printed in perfect color detail using a new PolyJet 3D printing process, giving you unique, bespoke models ready to delve into any dungeon as part of your next campaign. Everything from one-off player characters to dungeon mobs and boss-level monsters that will make every player in your group jealous. But that's not all. You can take things fully digital and export into leading VTT platforms such as Tailspire and Roll20 to take your games and your custom miniatures wherever you want. Join the adventure of a lifetime. Back our campaign today to help us bring this stunning revolution in custom miniature design to reality. With Eldritch Foundry, full-color 3D design and printing.
Greetings, weary travelers, and welcome to Constructed Chaos, a channel dedicated to all things D&D, including live play streams and podcasts, 3D printing, painting, crafting, homebrew content, and guides for players and dungeon masters alike. Join our Discord for even more special benefits, announcements, and free downloadable content. And until next time, go out there and make some chaos.
We lift our voice to greet the rising sun. Your splendorous touch burns away the dark. With a soft golden hue, your world is made anew. We follow the path you've laid.
Faraway friends, welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Come right in. The water's fine. The zombies aren't.
The water's
Lighting.
okay.
No candle.
Candle of tales.
Candle of tales. Candle of tales. Candle of tales. Might be it. This might be it. Oh, is that good? Make it. Oh my God.
Hold on, guys.
Now that would mean something.
Candle of tales.
The candle knows. The candle knows. Okay.
The last of the
candle
candle.
knows
The
that
very
it's
last of the
time.
candle.
popping.
It knows
It
it's
is. It's got like taste
time. It
much.
knows it's time.
Zombie
Melissa.
tales.
Yep. Angel, how's it going?
Hey, make a roll for me.
Oh no.
If you make it, I'll tell you what it is.
Which one?
Oh.
Percentage.
Percentage. Normal. Which dice?
One of each. One of each.
Those?
Yes.
Ooh, one of each. He convinced you.
Good. 27.
That's why I said one of each.
All right. So the skill, the write-in skill, is Sense the Severed.
Ooh.
And you have you started with a 75% in it because it's the same as your POW. And you just checked. So as you're guiding them, you feel them in your bones that you're about to turn the corner, and you beat it, but you beat it by enough. So there are 4 of them in between you and the stairwell that you need. And you look out, and you have to, even though you know you're taking your life in your hands, and you just very carefully peek around the corner, and there are 2 of them. The stairwell's open, and it looks like one of them is feeding on a body. Some poor patient who tried to find shelter in the stairwell. She was running down, trying to get out, didn't make it. So there are 3 of them there, and then there's 1 more in the stairwell
It's the sound effects.
that you can feel.
Justin.
And we're like here, and then there's like, is it a right or left?
Left.
So there's
And then
one
so-
that's preoccupied on the ground.
Yeah, 2 of them that are just kind of wandering right now in orbit, like maybe they knew each other. And they can't see it, but there's a 3rd one that you can feel, or rather there's a 4th one you can feel inside of the stairwell itself. And you're dead certain that there's another one
just
in there.
know.
You know it.
Okay.
They have not spotted you yet. And you're maybe, distance isn't Cthulhu, but you're maybe, I don't know, 20,
Is this like a T intersection by chance?
15 yards. No, always. But you guys are lucky, and right now it's clear except for this situation over here.
She's gonna kind of quietly lean back to you. Is this the only stairwell?
This is the one.
This is the one. There's 4 of them.
You only saw 3, but you trust her.
Do any of them seem alert?
2 will react faster.
They're all on the way toward the stair.
3 of them is. The 3rd one's kind of just in there.
I wonder if we are really quiet, we can manage to at least get to the door before they notice us.
I want to try to reach and to understand whatever this wrapping thing I have. And
Well, she saw it in you, but you're
I'm thinking through it and
you're trying to.
contemplate what does this mean.
If we could get something on the far end of the hallway to make a noise, that would be
Make an
the
idea
only
roll.
way we can avoid them. Make an idea roll?
No, for him.
2.
A 2.
Nice.
He has an idea.
You translate, because you do have the training. You translate the currents and the eddies, and you've actually participated in nullification rituals before. So you're feeling this kind of, for you, it's not so much a heat, it's actually like a cold that's rising up in a spiral through you. And it wants to come out, and it wants to twist around and into these things.
Oh, just twist. Is it all of them?
You can see 3 of them right now. 1 feeding and 2 of them kind of wandering. You trust her that there's a 4th one, but you can't see it.
Whatever's in me wants to twist twist their energies.
You have this ability. I saw it. Trust it. Things are heightened right now.
Be prepared. So I will reach out and see if I can twist something from around the corner.
You're gonna have to step a little bit outside. Okay, and you see him. You may not even be aware of this, or you might be, but your hand wants to move in a certain way, and you kind of feel this tremor, this thrill go up your spine as you lance out, and you spend 1, 2, 3 magic points and make 3 power versus power rolls.
71. That makes the POW my POW.
Yeah. Oh no, it's contested, but that still makes it.
45.
That makes it. Yep.
And 16.
Those okay. There was one that if you'd done it the other way, you would have lost against him, but you have a base 16 POW, so it's pretty damn good. This thing goes out, and you feel your spiritual energies diminish, but well spent as the 3 that are there. So the one that was feeding, who was actually the strongest one, and that was the last one you rolled on, like starts to look up at the assault, and you see it just quivering there, and the other 2 are kind of.
Let's go. Do I feel like they're wrapped in something right now?
Yeah, I mean they kind of look restrained by something.
I'm gonna start moving towards them then. I don't know how long this lasts.
Nope.
And I'm gonna get ready to go with the one around the corner.
Okay. All right. As soon as you open the door, she wheels around and leaps at you.
I'm ready for it though.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
What do you do?
I want to use the ivy stand that I have as almost a pole to kind of keep her away.
Okay.
Temporarily.
Okay.
Maybe make it lose its footing, and then I'll kick.
Okay. All right. So you basically prod it for a second. As she lunges is very predictable, and you don't know why you know that, but it is predictable. Like your subconscious has already picked up. They're all going to basically move the same way. Mm-hmm. So you slam it home and go ahead and make a kick roll. You're at the back.
64.
64? All right. Yeah. Crack! And that damn white flame just wants to come up. It comes up through your body, almost like you're a vessel for it, like you're channeling something far greater than yourself. You see it ripple through. The 2 other inspired this time, you smell it again, that ozone. Again, you feel something like a heat. You don't see it though. And then you just see her being beautiful and radiant.
Always.
So 1d6 plus 1d4, and then plus 1d10 of the spiritual damage.
Nice.
3, 6, and 4. 13.
13 just does it. Yep, just tough. You had really high con, but and she looks, and it could be a trick of the light, but you think that you see in those last flickering heartbeats something approaching gratitude. And then she pitches back over and
Can I catch her?
no, she was in the front.
Is this a door that can be?
You know what, Randy? If you can make a really good grapple check, I'll let you dart around and snatch the body.
Not a 9, is it a 9?
93.
That's a 9.
That's a 93.
Okay, 93. Okay, so no, you kind of start. Yeah. It's like a 9. Okay, 9's good. That'll do it.
Let's move
It's
in.
okay, she's taking a nap.
Let's move in.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So
Can we shut the door actually?
Is this the actual shelter or is this stairwell?
no, this is stairwell.
Okay.
Yeah. So you have to dress. So you have to. Do you push the bodies or do you pull? Because there was the one There's the one feeding. There was the one tough one feeding, who's locked in place, and then there's the victim underneath him.
Those
they're
are
all
in the
in the stair?
hallway.
Those were the ones who were blocking the door.
Oh, they're blocking the door.
Yeah, those two are blocking the door. The other two that you kind of were punch drunk, they're out in the hallway. They're irrelevant. And then you just dispatched of one inside.
So what are we pushing or pulling?
Bodies.
If you're trying to shut the stairwell door, you probably should just go.
Shut it.
Let's go. Let's run.
Yeah.
I was on.
Find a way to secure the door if we can. I'm already thinking we're gonna have to come back out for food.
Okay, so you want to. Okay, so you are going to try to slide this immobilized one out of the doorway then.
Yes.
Okay. Are you going to help?
Yeah, well, that's what she's doing. I'm doing it.
What's your combined strengths?
I have 11 strength.
11 and 11, so 22. Actually, that's probably about the combined size, but you're sliding it. Melissa, go ahead and roll. So it'd be less than effectively be less than that.
26.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's fine.
Found the magical combination points, maybe.
Yep. Are you pulling or are you pushing? Do you want them in the stairwell or do you want them out in the hallway?
Out of the stairwell.
Okay, so you shove and then you shut the door.
Yeah, that way we.
Can you lock it? Is there a lock inside?
There's not a lock, no. Excuse me. If you had a chain or a twine or something like that.
And far enough away from the door that it's not like right there.
Okay, out and then maybe off to the side.
At least 4 feet away.
Off to the side. Okay.
So is the one that she took out like gone? The one that.
Oh yeah. No, that's not even twitching anymore. And that's like at the landing, because she fell backwards, so she's like at 1.5 right now.
Impressive.
So you're gonna pass her as you go down. Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's go.
And you can you don't sense them exactly the same way as her, but just kind of writ large. Out of all of the people here, you're probably the most moment-to-moment aware of like the swirling eddies of energy that are going around and how you can feel the very quintessential rules of the game ticking down and changing. It's not going to surprise you if technology stops working entirely soon.
Electricity or technology?
Well, one and the same in many ways.
Okay, great.
You're reverting to a much wilder primal time.
Rachel's primal right now. She just wants to get down there.
First floor, and you weren't the only ones who had these ideas, but thankfully, because there are too many of them to fight through, these ones don't seem to have coalesced yet, and there are about 20 of them that are jammed up in there, and they're just kind of quivering like maggots about to burst out of a sack.
Stairwell?
Yeah, and so there's no way to clear that. You're just gonna have to hop over them and keep going to try to get.
Oh, they're already like
in the
dead
stairwell,
and not moving.
going down.
Like half a dozen of them. Yeah, kind of twitching.
Oh, they're still twitching.
Yeah, they're pre.
Gonna be a problem.
They're unless you want to
dispose of them.
Unless you want to dispose of them now.
No, because noise might draw them back up and out away from where we're going.
Okay.
Or just stab them.
Do you have something to stab them with?
Scalpels on lock.
Yeah.
Did I notice the sense of relief from the person she
That's
just
right.
killed?
Yeah, I
think
at
you
least
did.
I noticed that.
You didn't see it in her eyes, but you felt something shift.
I think it's merciful.
I think so.
Can I logically justify this in my head at all?
The sand check will decide that. Yeah. It's a dire situation, and
I
they're
wondered if I were them.
We need to make sure this all's clear.
One at a time?
okay. You get you take the scalpel to them.
Yeah, staying
I
aware
have
of
multiple
surroundings.
scalpels. Everyone can get a scalpel.
Does everybody get a scalpel?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, and so like Caesar's assassination, all of you turn into senators, and you all have to have a hand in it. And you're taking it, and you're the one who's been through medical school, so you show them exactly where to start on the arterial, and then how to twist through and slice. And such a delicate instrument. Oof, my God, it's such a delicate instrument. And the stairwells run crimson quickly as
Watching the blood just trickle off the.
and it's sparkling and shimmering, and it's not blood at all. It's just effluvia. It's just spiritual effluvia. So
Play with it.
I haven't.
Oh, what he's seeing.
yeah. What he's saying?
Okay, what are you talking about?
No. He's an alt.
Okay.
He sees fairy
Will goggles.
Do I actually see fairies around them?
No.
Not around these at all?
No.
Okay.
All of you make sanity checks.
Am I insulated? Because I'm looking.
You're insulated, but your spirit knows that
55, baby.
55.
13.
29.
Okay.
57.
We are cool with this.
Did that make
except
it? Nope.
Not you.
Not did
We're
not make
doing
it.
them a mercy.
Okay.
That's why.
And this is going to be, at least that. Okay, so that's going to be another 4 points as you commit murder. Justifiable, but as you extinguish these sacks, these vessels. Okay, and with that, there's a moment then, Rachel, where you're about to shut the door as quietly as you can. And again, luck is with you. This is a damn lucky group. Luck is with you because nobody was in the door, so you don't have to wrestle with another body. And one of them looks, and the hair raises on the back of your head as you realize two things simultaneously. One of them is that this one is not looking at sight or sound, but it's sensing the living.
Oh, gross.
And the other is that just as you're about to brace for this thing, because this is in one of the main sections, so this is going to call hundreds of these things to it when it starts screeching. This
is the doorway out, hallway out outside.
Yeah. That a gloved hand wielding a peculiar obsidian-looking blade interposes itself between you and the thing's line of vision. And from an impossible distance, you're seeing yourself reflected in the obsidian depths of this beautiful serrated edge. It's the woman from earlier. Go, you fool.
Guys, let's go.
Do I see this?
You just see her. What you do see though is you see her staring out, start to close the door, and you're like, oh shit. Now you don't know intuitively that it sensed the life force, but you're like, did we make noise? Did something happen? Does it just have really good hearing before it died? And the head comes around, and then for whatever reason, Melissa, it just stares, like it's staring through you, or through your sister instead of at her, and then you quietly shut the door.
Let's go.
And I assume get the hell down. Okay. And two other things present themselves. One is that this was padlocked, and two is that someone recently opened it. So the door is shut, but not padlocked anymore.
Someone's there.
Inside what?
Inside the former bomb shelter.
One who can unlock the door.
Yep.
Okay.
Let's be prepared.
You don't hear anything immediately.
I have no idea who it is.
This might not be a bad thing.
Could be someone like us.
Or it could be someone human that's not very kind.
Well, we're 4 on 1, so.
Maybe.
4 on some?
It's true. Okay. Can I, do I have any intuitive sense?
All right, you cast yourself out. And you get a very different sense from her. So you can pinpoint.
Yeah, I'd be doing
like you have like a tactical, like almost like a radar, where you're pinging these things. Are you casting yourself out as well?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So you don't feel that. What you do feel though is above you all of these strands, just hundreds and hundreds, maybe thousands, like your sister said. This hospital's packed right now. And it's a major hospital. And there are all these strands, and you start to understand how maybe you could tie them together. Like taking one strand and twisting it into another, into another, into another. But you don't have space or grace to contemplate that deeply, but you can feel it because you're at a unique perspective because you're underneath right now. And their attention is not at you. Okay. Go ahead and roll Sense the Severed.
35.
Okay, you get it. Another piece of your quintessence dissolves. Another magic point evaporates. And you feel two things. You do not feel something mindless down here, but you feel someone who is one of the Walking Dead. So they've been severed, but they're still functional, like you.
One inside the door?
Somewhere, not right at the door, but deeper into the chamber.
One who's able to open the freaking door.
Mm-hmm.
It's intelligent. Severed.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just one.
Okay. And do they seem dangerous?
You can't tell.
It might be one
I'll
of the
go
ones
first.
who did this. I pull out. Now that we're actually in the main basement, there's only one. I'm going to pull out the gun.
Okay. Who's going first?
I am.
Yeah. Okay.
You ready?
All right, you go through. There's a little.
I have my IV bag.
You have the IV bag ready to squirt and stab. Little struggling light.
I'd say we should.
Can I open the door?
Yeah.
Okay. So the door's not locked from the inside.
Should have been, but it's not.
We should make ourselves known that we are sane.
Yeah, she wants to open the door first.
Okay.
She'll open it, kind of peek in slowly. And, hello? Is anybody still down here?
Make a spot hidden check.
Barely. 29.
Okay, it still counts. Yeah, go ahead and give it a check.
Thank you.
You see the dim. You see the dim outlines of someone in a janitor's uniform, who's deep in. There's like a janitor's cage, where they keep the equipment, and then you think that the door proper to what your sister was talking about is even past that, and that looks quite dusty. It's of a completely different make. Like this is a fire door, with a bar that you would push, kind of, etc.
Okay.
Whereas that one past there looks much bulkier, thicker, and you're not close enough yet to see the device, and it's too dim. But that's probably what she was talking about.
Okay.
So you see him huddled in the shadows, trying not to breathe or make much noise.
Hey, we're not here to hurt anybody.
And you see this.
And we're not crazy like the people upstairs.
This guy is
He's a tiny bit crazy, but he's not.
Get inside.
Anybody.
For God's sake, get inside.
Okay. I'm at the back, so I'd close the door.
Okay.
Secure it. Is there any way to secure it at all?
From pulling it,
A lock?
it looks like
Manual?
it has to be keyed.
Do you have the keys to the door?
I thought I locked it.
But you didn't.
Do you have keys so we can log in?
What's the psychology of this guy?
Yeah.
What's the key? Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. What's the key?
13.
Key to my heart.
31.
It makes lovely jangling noises.
Oh, I know.
I made it.
But I'm talking in a more metaphysical sense. It sounds like he's probably in about the same state that Will is in.
Speak, brother. Like, tell me your truth.
Yeah.
Tell me,
No, the truth.
the truth.
Truth is that, and he starts to stand up and come into this shoddy light,
I'll meet him.
and kind of this pale, sickly face. You kept your soul
Yes.
during this. Okay, so he steps out. He looks. You know what? Melissa, roll for him. Let me see if he still has a soul.
Come on, dude.
So
It's a rough roll for him, but you might make it.
82.
Okay, nope. He steps out. He's pale. He's diaphoresing.
Okay.
He's sweating. You recognize yourself in him.
Yeah, that's fun.
And as you see him, make a sanity check. As you see what fate awaits you.
How old is he, Angel?
About 40.
1.
1.
Okay, so you are going to pass for the rest of the campaign.
The rest of my tiny little life.
Your chosen little, your inspired little life. You are going to pass anything to do with your eventual fate. So just make a note of that.
You know, sometimes there's peace in knowing.
You accept.
You smile and move forward.
I think she's. We're gonna go there.
Feels like she already has been, seeing as how much mana she's been spending here left and right.
No, that's one thing. That's in battle. This is in a moment of quiet.
So what do I call that? The fate of the severed?
The fate. Yes, the fate of the severed. So he walks out, and with the 0-1 on that, eye meets eye, and he's like, yeah. Okay. Here. Oh, has to unclip it from his belt, then there's a whole
set of keys
in your hands. Yeah. Okay, you go over and you lock it behind you.
Truth.
Same as it ever was, man. Same as it ever was. And you're kind of looking at a man of ambiguous ethnicity, 40-something, kind of tall, gangly, gray, and just beaten down but not broken. Kind of happy looking. More laugh lines than scowling.
Move over to the area where the door might be, or
the deeper door.
Door.
Okay. So you've moved past the janitor's cage.
I'm gonna not look at him and nod at the shelter.
Okay.
Does it happen to be stocked?
I think I have a key. I think I have a key around for that too, but somewhere around here. It's kind of bulky, so I don't keep it on me. Key bit on me.
Cute.
Do you need help to find it?
I'll help you find it.
That's my sister.
Please save your sister.
No, that's. He gets further away from her.
I start looking.
Well, can I
start
read what's
looking.
going on?
That's the chick with the fucking thing.
What?
I literally snap my head real fast back at Sis.
Okay. She's got the thing.
Do I see her?
Do you see me cloaked?
You took it off.
She's been like this all day.
Uh-uh.
Since I seen her.
Man, don't lie. It's not cool.
I'm not. Since I seen her, she had been.
We're looking at the end of the world, man.
I promise I'm not here
Why would
to
I
hurt
lie?
you. I promise I mean no harm.
You can mean whatever you want, sister. I already saw what you did.
What did I do? Fuck?
Do I recognize that at all?
He did that?
I ain't saying you did it.
You did the ritual?
No.
She didn't. But apparently a few of us are seeing this
Watching him now.
chick.
Can I diagnose what the fuck is going on with this person?
You need more time with him.
Okay. Can you just explain what you're seeing? I want to help you.
She's gonna make me into a puppet, man.
I promise I'm not.
I'm gonna spend my last hours on this earth dancing a fucking jig.
You don't
No,
have to
she
talk
won't.
to me if you don't want to.
No, we need to get behind this door that'll be safe, including yourself.
Ain't no door gonna save you. I'll look for that key. Keep her away from me. Keep her away.
All right, I'll stand next to you to make sure and guard you.
Don't breathe on me, man. Don't breathe on me. He starts digging through various rusted drawers.
I'm gonna help look basically as well. While he's doing it, just make sure he doesn't miss anything.
Like, you're harsh and my mellow, man.
I'm gonna go over and talk to Rachel.
Okay, you go over.
So you wouldn't happen to see a cloaked woman with a hood
I did
at some point?
today. Multiple times.
I saw her before.
10 Tentacles in the picture, man. That's what that.
Tentacles in the picture.
Wow, tentacles in the picture.
I don't know what that's about, but I saw her outside my building, and I saw her in the lab, and she mentioned something about, like, I have a cloak available inside myself, and I felt it. I was able to shield myself from an attack earlier.
Well, that's good.
But I've never seen this woman before, have you?
I saw her in the dojo
Today.
today.
Have you ever seen her before?
No. But a bunch of people were in the room, including Will, who was shooting pictures at the time.
Tentacles, man.
Caught her on camera, but it didn't look like a woman. It just looked like smoke and tentacles coming out.
Dude, what if we
That's why I followed him to his apartment so he could develop it real fast.
Huh.
Then everything hit.
I don't get it. Like, we
I don't
do
know
something weird.
what she has to do with any of this. I don't know.
Ancestor of ours? Like, what is this?
She said something about bloodlines.
Current ancestor? Maybe she's still alive.
Corey, make a roll for me.
Luck roll. All right. 85.
Okay. He's still fumbling around.
Well,
One thing I do think is I'm not going to be around to figure this out.
what does that mean?
Whatever happened cut things out of all of us,
I'm intact.
which is good. But I think you're one of the rare ones.
You're saying you're not?
Remember I told you that people are made up of body, mind, and soul?
Yeah, so what?
You kind of need all three.
Okay, what are you saying?
His mind is a little misplaced.
Okay,
Maybe you can help him with that.
yeah, I'll do what I can, of course.
You're intact.
And what about you? Why are
My
you being
mind is
direct with
fine,
me?
and my body is fine.
So what?
Something else is missing,
Your soul?
and I can feel it affecting me.
Affecting you how? How can I help?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? Maybe I can help you.
Maybe. I'm willing to try.
Okay,
All I know is I need to protect you, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that for very long. So I'm going to do it while I can.
what are you saying?
I'm going to do it while I can.
Well, I'm gonna help you too. Don't be stupid.
But this guy, she kind of nods her head at the janitor. He's the same as me. But he's also lost a couple marbles.
What do you mean he's the same as you?
He doesn't have a soul either.
But wouldn't you be dead if you didn't have a soul?
Dying.
That's what I thought.
What did you just say?
Dying. Anything around the world, if it doesn't have a soul, it just fades. Dies.
That's one of the things that got cut off.
You can see it in the streets all the time. Things happen like that all out there.
Yeah, but people can live years like that,
I'm hoping I can.
right? Years?
Yeah.
But I think you're gonna survive this more than most.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Which means
We're gonna figure this
eventually
out.
you're gonna have pieces of the puzzle that other people won't.
But I don't want to do that by myself.
I hope you don't have to.
How's he doing on that key?
Rachel and Warren, give me idea rolls.
31.
20.
It occurs to you, you understand it on a deeper level because you're actually able to see it, but you're also working through this problem with your occult knowledge. Because this is a pressing question. Why are these people walking around without souls? Because presumably those things out there don't have souls either. And when you're destroying them, you're not actually destroying people anymore. They're meat suits. And the answer comes to both of you at roughly the same time. Maybe, like I said, to you on a deeper level, but still, that for you, this janitor probably has some kind of gift And for you, that phrase comes back. The inspired
Can live on.
can live for a bit in the process of dying, but still function for a while without a soul. So as unlikely as it seems, the janitor, whatever allowed him to get down here,
He's inspired somehow.
yeah, probably definitely contributed, his
She should
gift.
be able to see him be inspired, right?
Well, she hasn't really looked at him yet that way.
Okay, maybe what you're saying is true, but all I know is that I need some time with you, and I need some time to wrap my head around what's even going on.
We need time, yeah.
And where the fuck is the key?
Still looking for it.
Okay, man. All right. You're not breathing so hard now. So it's about like this, and it's about like this, and it's probably in one of these bottom ones. So, okay, you can help. All right. So you start. Go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll your spot hidden. No, it doesn't find it.
I think I just missed it. Let me see here. Yeah, I just missed it.
All right. You're still fumbling around for the key.
Listen, man, I don't want to crowd you, but can I take a look?
Absolutely not.
Please? Please, I'm begging you, please.
You want me to shit myself?
I don't, but like, can you just
come
help
over
I'm gonna shit myself.
Doesn't like
Come over
you.
here, man, and tell me.
How about her?
Let's talk for a
Yeah,
little bit.
I'll help.
Just come over here and talk to me for a little bit, man.
I like you, but not that much.
Better than her.
I really need to get, I need to get over there. We need to get over there.
Tell me about
Okay,
you.
fine.
She can go, not me.
Yeah, I don't want you in this cage, man.
Okay, fine, whatever.
All right, so he lets you in the janitor's cage. Go ahead and make a spot hidden check as you're.
Does there anything to be
searching
kind of any organization to it, or is it literally just a mess?
It's seen better days.
20.
20? Okay, you concentrate your efforts where they were fumbling around, and actually Warren was just inches away from it. Inches away from it.
Can't find shit.
But it's in this dusty.
I've never been in this cage, but I know where it is.
It's in this dusty.
Have you checked right here? It's the woman's superpower.
Dusty, rusty bottom part.
I was about to get to it.
Right.
I was like right there.
The plastic rejoinder, yes. But you reach under, and you see in this other, basically kind of miscellaneous jar, someone has tossed this precious, fatty, unusual-looking key in there. You don't even know if key is the right word for it, but you take it out. I mean, it has it has some heft to it, and it looks more like a rod that you're going to insert and then turn.
Fifth Element style.
Vault key.
But you found it.
You found it. Good
Yeah, it
sight.
was sitting right there.
Yeah, I was logically making my way there.
I'm just gonna.
Yes, of course.
Let's go.
What's your name?
Will,
Hey, I'm Jim, man.
nice to meet you, buddy.
Yeah.
How long you worked here, man?
Huh?
How long you worked here?
Oh, always have.
So got a lot of stories, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's like a Zen thing. Like every moment is kind of the eternal now. You know.
I feel that, I feel
I
that.
feel like we're actually all immortal.
Yeah, go over there.
We're just keeping him.
They're gonna swap stories.
And you walk down there, you hear a on that downstairs on the fire door that
Let's
you
see
locked.
what's behind door number 1.
Okay.
Puts the key in there.
You actually have to two-hand the sucker to get it, and there's a horrifying moment where you're afraid it may break off in there, that it's just so damn rusted. But you hear some sort of almost pistons, like a vault door.
Hey Jim, you got
Bang
any
door.
snacks nearby? Now would be the time to collect them.
Yeah, man, but I mean, I don't have any Egos, so you don't have to Lego.
Just open the door.
I'm gonna try.
And this door is probably several hundred pounds, but it's on
The bank vault.
But it's on nice, yeah. It's a cut down bank
It's
vault.
meant to be opened by one person, I'm sure.
Yeah. So, it's on its nice, not so oiled hinges, but they function. And you see there is a stuffy but bearable space that's maybe 20 by 20, 20 by 15. And
Fun.
it looks yep. And it looks like there is some dusty ass gear down here.
Is there any ventilation shafts or anything?
Looks like there's some
Gonna be built into it.
there are a few controls. There are a few like very basic controls from decades past.
Ooh, buttons.
And it looks like you have some sort of ventilation system going on. Looks like you have some sort of crude fan system going on. And then also it looks like you have a spigot that runs through some kind of purification.
The whatever's making noise on the other door that we came in, can I tell how many there are?
Just make a conventional listen roll. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or are you going to use Sense the Severed?
Just a listen first.
Okay.
15
It sounds like a couple.
out of 45.
Yeah.
A couple.
Go ahead and give yourself a check on that. It sounds like a couple.
A couple. Probably because we're moving around and making noise.
Yeah. But then as soon as you get further away from them and you're like back into the bunker proper, the activity over there seems to fade.
What's in this bunker?
Dusty. So you have basically tarps, and as you're rooting around, you see some positively ancient MREs.
I knew that. Is there any manuals?
And you don't find that immediately, but there might. I mean, you're gonna have to search. The space is not large, but it's pretty dense.
I'm looking for something that would tell me how to control this stuff. So,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
There's like cushions and comfort.
There are some cots that you can fold that do look newer. Those look like they were taken down here in the 90s.
Is there anything in the, I want to go back into the larger room and see if there's anything that, cushions, or if there's any food, canned,
Okay.
especially water.
There is
Sorry.
there's a little mini fridge
Oh,
that Jim has.
oh, nice.
And if you,
I'm opening that out.
okay, I mean,
What's in it?
he has it pretty well stocked with, there's a microwave down here too. And
Beef jerky.
so he has it, well, he
Slim
has
Jims,
like pizza rolls and
cheese sticks.
Everything.
cheese sticks and Slim
She
Jims.
grabs like a milk
Okay.
crate from somewhere.
It'll last us 3 days.
And like,
Yeah.
it's something.
Maybe
we're
that's
gonna-
enough. Maybe everyone will die and eat themselves by then. I don't know.
No, you don't.
May I have an idea roll to take the microwave in case we need parts for something?
Yeah, go ahead and try to get half an idea roll.
We might.
He's like, we need a microwave for pizza rolls.
No, 93.
All right. You look at the microwave and you think that's important for some reason, and then you get distracted by Jim.
Can we
What?
Hey, man. You
get some
cleaning me
cloth
out?
or some torches?
Ah, we're just getting ready to bunk down against all these
Light.
creatures out
You're
here.
cleaning me
Torches.
out?
Torches.
Not cleaning you
See
out.
stuff for them?
Just gathering up the
It's a janitor
resources,
closet, isn't it?
Man.
Anyone
It's okay.
I look for like kerosene or anything that we could light with make a torch out of it. There are plenty of rags. This is janitor.
Yeah, plenty of rags. You find some oil. Yeah, I mean, you find some oil down here. You could get
might
some
need
oil.
some of this.
You get some oil rags, and you start. Boy, you're going medieval now. Okay.
I have
I see you're making some torches. Yeah, you're putting it to good use.
Candle would be better in this small room.
No, yeah, that's true, but even for like defense against these things, they
Is
might
there a
not like fire.
flashlight?
You do find some. Emergency candles and like a nice fat flashlight with spare batteries.
Right.
Excellent.
You don't know how long the tech is going to last, but you think that probably has a better chance than something as ephemeral. as
Anything,
the internet.
food, water, drinkable.
You also gather up. I mean, if you want to grab some hammers, you could get some. You get some hammers. There's a crowbar in here
Mop.
too.
You get a better stick.
Mop, sure. Yeah, too light.
Yeah.
Too light. But you get your hand on the crowbar, and you're like, yeah, I could probably use this. It's not quite a sword, but some of the basic techniques will still
Yeah,
work.
she holds it for a second and just thinks fondly of her sword back in the dojo.
This can be a
all the way
fallback
back
area.
there.
Yeah,
Essentially,
yeah, it'd be a hell of a. And
it's a panic room.
as you're coming in, there's the janitor's cage, but then you kind of have like all these other cast off items. So it was basically like things.
That's why I wanted to look.
So like
There's all kinds of random stuff.
expired IV bags and moldering hospital gowns.
Grab that.
And wheelchairs that haven't been opened in a decade.
I'm grabbing the IV bags.
Stashed. Okay. All right.
It won't taste good, but it will help.
They're little floaties in the IV bags.
Oh, great.
But you
That's
might still
fine.
be able to drink them. Yeah. No, it will probably sustain you. Yeah.
But there is a functioning water fountain in here as well, though, correct?
A spigot. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, inside the bunker?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
bunker.
Oh.
But you're assuming that that's going to break at some point.
All right.
And if it doesn't, great. Then you don't have to worry about it.
We're safe here for now.
She does a quick test to make sure that works. The bulbs are not burnt out.
Bulbs are
inside
not
the
burnt
room.
out, and you do find some spare in the janitor's closet, the janitor's cage, of course. And the spigot appears to be low pressure but functional, actually.
Okay.
Well, this is going on. Do you want to have another go at him?
Just want to say, yeah.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and.
The other guy doesn't like you, so you're gonna have a go at him.
Right?
He's gonna run. Okay. Give yourself a check on psychoanalysis.
I already have one,
And how do you give me the last words you leave him with during the session?
It's safe for you to be here, even though there's so much chaos going on. You can be right here with us right now.
Yeah. It was so much prettier, though, there.
And you start to see everything fade.
It's not pretty anymore.
We can still find beauty here, but with you more mentally present, you're gonna have more of a chance.
Yeah, you're right.
The two of you look, and actually, Bedford, I'd say you'd have the better chance of this. Actually, I'm going to say, yeah, this is more you because you're just a total gather mode right now.
Yeah, she's
and
in
check
very
everything.
in the most practical, tactical mode.
You're helping as well, but you're kind of watching this going on in the background, and you feel like this young doctor's ability to bring him out of his state is almost preternatural. Like she accomplished in a 2 1-hour sessions what it would have taken most people months to do.
I don't see any ritualistic things go on. No, just
No chicken bones or
Not a
something.
witch. Just a therapist.
Okay. So you have stocked yourself up. You've gathered it, and let's see.
Does he get more like sanity points or something, or what?
Once a week, you can do sessions with him, and you can roll to have him regain sanity.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So if you work with him basically for a week, you can do kind of first aid with that. It's a slow process, but it's important in a long campaign.
Cool.
You always want to have at least 2 people with psychoanalyze. You can have them psychoanalyzing each other. Yeah. Because you can't psychoanalyze yourself.
Makes sense.
Melissa, yeah, unfortunately, it's been just long enough. You feel another
This is
little,
going quick.
a little
Damn it.
fading.
How many freaking points do you have left?
7.
7.
Hours. Gross.
Okay.
so. What's the plan? Stay here, hope someone comes after us.
No, that's the opposite of the plan. We hope no one comes after us.
I mean, what do we do
I
after
want to
that,
stay
though?
here forever.
No, we're gonna stay here. We're going to not lose our minds.
Well, we can open the door once
And
we
Warren
get
Bedford,
inside.
you're starting to dissolve as well. You lose a magic point.
So, how's the janitor look now, Jim? How's Jim looking?
Bad.
Is he just on the cot right now, or in the corner?
Make an idea roll.
78. I got an 80. So
He probably had to make extensive use of whatever his gift was to get this far. So he's burned through most of himself.
huddle up, everybody. When he dies, and he's gonna die, turn into one of them. If he turns into one of them, does that mean you too will turn into one of them too?
Well, that would be a good thing to find out before it happens to me, wouldn't it?
Do you want me to, if that happens, what What do you want me to do?
Let's figure out what happens to him first.
Is there any way we can strengthen you? Is there any way that either of you could strengthen her?
I can
Would you
try
share a part of it?
meditating.
I would.
Do it.
I wouldn't tell anybody, but I would actually try to meditate on the cloaked woman about this question.
Okay. One of the things that the bunker has, and if not the bunker, there's a little wash station near the janitor's cage, sink, and like a stainless steel sheet that's been polished, used as a mirror that's bolted to the end of the wall. And you're looking in there and kind of letting yourself relax and just taking your time washing your hands and looking, splashing some water on your face, getting some of the dirt, the grime, and the sweat and the fear off of you. And you're looking, and you see yourself. And she looks very, very similar. And you can just make out the ghostly outline of a cloak. And you can feel soon, very soon, the one in the cage, how appropriate. He will be yours to command.
Why me?
The reflection stares back at you.
I don't need this.
Hey, Will?
What's up, Jim?
Man. Hey, why don't you take that key with the orange tab on it?
Mm-hmm.
And why don't you just, I don't feel so good, man. Just get anything that you need out of the cage right now, okay?
Yeah.
And then why don't you just lock it behind you?
All right. I can do that, buddy.
If I look at him, what can I sense? That he's
Pale, he's sweating, he's close.
Is that what you want?
I mean, make a roll.
54.
6 hours, he'll be yours. 6 more hours.
What was his name again?
You're struggling with it, make an idea roll.
25.
Jim floats up.
Jim.
I saw you looking at yourself.
Yeah,
I'm not crazy.
you're not crazy.
I mean, yeah, I'm crazy, but not that way.
What was she?
You're not feeling so good, are you?
I'm fucking dissolving.
What can bring you peace at this time?
You got any girly mags?
Actually, how about you take another quick look outside? I'm going to talk to Jim for a while. All right. You guys just go do you. We're going to sit here and talk for a bit.
Okay, and I would just lean into he doesn't have that much time.
I know.
Do I notice this change in demeanor and Will? Back to his normal self.
Más o menos, yeah.
Grab the microwave. We might need it.
Okay.
Grab anything else that's not bolted down. Bring it in. We might need that too.
Okay.
I'm going to sit right down next to him.
Okay.
He's on the cot.
I'm gonna pull Will aside before he sits down.
Okay.
Just real quick. I know what you're thinking, and yeah, I don't want him to suffer either.
What do you think I'm going to do? Well,
What we did in the
Dad needs to
stairwell?
be ready. But I'm not going to do that until he's down. I
I need to know what happens.
I want his story right now. I want him to be with somebody who knows him, at least in some way.
Okay.
And if he doesn't have long, this will be it. So,
Don't kill him.
I have no intention.
And don't kill him when he's down either.
Well, we're going to have to figure out something, or we're going to let him back up.
Let's just do it together, okay?
All right. I'm going to head back over to Jim at this point. Sit down. Jim, you know you're dissolving. I don't know you, but I would like to. Tell me about yourself.
In the biblical sense?
Not quite. But I would like to know you. Just who your mom was, who your dad was, if you have any kids, siblings. Tell me about yourself.
Okay. You gonna last? You dissolving too?
I'm not. Am I? Would I even know that?
I mean, you don't feel like you're dying.
Yeah.
You feel like you're crazy, but you don't feel like you're dying.
I don't think I'm dying like that. Other ways, sure. But not like that.
Well, I
I
guess.
felt it. When I hit. Yeah.
I guess in the words of a certain dumbass senator, we're all gonna die, huh?
I guess we are.
Man, I just finally got that fucking divorce finalized. God
It's
damn it.
always the worst,
God
isn't it?
damn it.
Hey, at least you're dying a free man.
My kids are far away.
What's their names?
Her side of the family. Do you think they're far enough?
I do.
Robert and Constance. Funny old-fashioned name, huh?
I like it. Gives them character. Reminds us of a time that was easier.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, man. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. 42 years seems like a long time to piss away.
While they're talking, I'm gonna go find a quiet corner
Okay.
and just do the normal meditation thing and see what happens.
Okay.
I'm gonna go look around. I'm simply wondering if he was involved in the occult at all, so I'm looking for any manuals or anything that might be unusual here.
Okay. Make a meditation roll.
No, that makes sense.
Which it is? 34.
I think I gave you an 80 on that. Pretty sure. It's either going to be at the very end or
Was
Not in M's.
so it's probably wrote it in.
70.
70. Okay. So go ahead and give yourself a check for that.
I already have a check.
Oh, never mind. Okay. You find yourself, that's right. You find yourself standing at an abyss.
The same one I kind of saw before.
More clear now, less chaotic.
Balancing on a few broken threads.
You can see the incense stick burning. Beautiful smell to it. You can smell your youth. You can smell your resolve. You can smell your bright, shining spirit.
I'm gonna remember what Will said when he was still kind of tripping out. Gaia was dying, or the planet was dying. And she's gonna try to feel out for anything else that's offering a lifeline.
Smart.
What else is out there? Where she still has an ability of free will of choosing yes or no, but who else is out there?
The hairs on the back of your head stand on end as you find an answer to that. Warren, make a spot hidden check.
What?
We'll find out next session.
Yes. 24.
Okay. It'd be really nice to change the story, Corey, but nope, this guy's clean.
It's okay. I just
No.
Maybe he started it, and
No,
maybe
you're
started
being
it
a
below.
good. You're being a good investigator. No,
I am.
You're doing exactly what you should do.
I was thinking right now, knowing that he only has so long, you can help out as best you can.
Trying to do something. Yeah.
Because right now he's just sitting here in a cell, or sitting downstairs in the basement, withering away.
And you're starting. You don't get to it nearly as quickly as she does, but there's something prickling at the edge of your consciousness, too, that keeps drawing you back to it.
Can I, with occult, think of anything to reestablish the line or understand? Do I even understand what happened?
There are some fates that are literally worse than death. And anything that you might know of that could replace Gaia is nothing, I don't think, that your character would want up inside. You would cease to be you.
Is there any god, bright side?
The best you know of is just neutral things, and now you don't know. You do have a lot of occult, but not Cthulhu mythos.
No.
You don't know what's real and what's fable.
Right.
He might have some weird insight into it.
I will walk over.
We're talking.
Yeah, but they're still
No,
talking.
no,
But you're
at some point.
Yeah. Okay.
No.
Okay. And you feel as you cast out for something, and you feel it wear your sister's face.
The same woman as before.
She's an avatar, an ambassador, a representation, but yes. Yes.
Thinking back to that, as a player, I'm trying to remember what she said. Was it like a teasing, like you're gonna all be mine soon, or was it a warning?
You could read it in several different ways.
Okay.
You wonder if there is a space between life and death, between true autonomy and extinction. You don't know the answer to that. You feel her. You feel you. Watching yourself. You look back. You look down. You see this mantle upon you. Stepping closer to you and closer to you. What would you do to survive? You would take the Talon of Tezcatli, wouldn't you? Just as I did. And you see that beautiful, shimmering, serrated blade.
Does it look familiar?
Like a dream. There are others who will rise. They will shape this world, or attempt to do so in their image. Why don't you make it yours instead?
But is this my dream? Or is this your dream?
Does it matter? The threads above, you can feel them gathering.
But I don't want to create a darker world.
Sweet girl, there is only ever one choice. Be the puppet or the puppeteer. Or food. And if you're strong enough, her hand clasps around it, you might even be able to provide an anchor for thy sister.
I want to anchor her, but I will not be a puppet to whatever you are talking about.
You talk to me like I'm not you.
Show yourself to me. What do you mean?
Don't you understand yet? Reach out. Feel them.
She'll let her mind get out of the way.
Dozens, 100, 1,000. You start to gather the threads, do you? You feel them.
One of the party.
In the hospital. All the creatures in the hospital pop tall and stop their feeding, stop their wandering, stop their meandering. And you feel them in your hands. It's new. It's unfamiliar. It's a bit clumsy. But you were born to do this. And you can feel yourself running through them. You can feel your magic points, your mana regenerating, not diminishing. And they start to pulse with a kind of life, your rhythm. And the woman is gone.
If it saves her.
And that, faraway friends, is the birth of
the dark side.
Is the birth of the first zombie lord of the Southwest.
Went to the dark side.
There is no light side anymore. You can't say you traveled to the dark side.
Well, Tatiana.
There is no light side anymore.
She chose to ally.
So, this is live television and all that. This is your last session with us, my darling.
It
For
is.
now.
For now.
I know.
So we are so enormously pleased that you're here. They were able to spend this time with us. It's been I think it's fair to say, eventful period for you these last couple months.
It's true.
Now Lady of the Night.
So
I've always been Lady of the Night.
so she'll be if you want to say it, you can, but otherwise moving to a different state even. So it is going to be quite a distance. We were lucky enough to have when Allie went off to go and continue on with life. We were able to do a quick, basically debrief with her after the session. How has it been? 2 years ago, I asked you to do this wild thing with me, and you said yes, and you had never gamed before.
I mean, I'm still what the fuck just happened?
Hey, baby, I gotta leave you on a high note. I gotta leave you on
I'm gonna
a...
be sitting with that for a long time. I mean, I just have so much fun with all of you, and it's been great. I mean, it's gonna be weird to not have it part of my life, but learned a lot about myself. Obviously love trying on different hats and just having a good time, letting my imagination play. So, thank you.
Anybody else?
I just love you. I'm
Get
so
us on
glad you
camera.
got to play with us. I'm looking forward to you coming back, whatever.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you're the best.
Yeah, you're the best.
Yes.
I remember when you first sat down in Angel's apartment and just learned all about roleplay. And look now, look how far you've come.
Look how many times I've killed you.
Yeah, that's true.
Keep trying.
And she keeps succeeding.
You're a really good role player.
You are a great role player.
You're a really good role player. That exchange that you had with Melissa, you could not have done that the first time that you sat down here. You already had great instincts, but that was flow.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's been really cool to watch you grow as a player, but also the wonderful feminine energy that you bring to the table is gold. And that's not something you see quite everywhere, because this is quite a dude-dominated area, even on YouTube still.
That's right.
And so we need more of our lovely girlies playing.
Well, it's true. It's true. I mean, it changes the texture of the stories, Tatiana.
It does.
To have the divine feminine embodied and propagated. You know.
It's really sweet. Yeah. I just have a good time with y'all. I really do.
That Ancestress, I'll give you one piece. That Ancestress was an echo, of course, of Ocala.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Obsidian
So, like,
blade.
what the fuck? Risa lives on. Okatla lives on. Through Rachel. and not sister?
And if you're ever back,
Right.
when you're back in town, don't throw these characters away because we may just have another session of Lifeweb.
Okay. I mean, I'm
happens with that.
extremely curious.
I know.
What the heck
That's
we're
a
doing here.
setup right there. That wasn't a 2-shot. That was a.
It was a set. I mean,
It was.
have you met me? Have you met me, Melissa?
It was a prelude.
Always room for another door to open.
I'm scheming on continuing frickin' Racinia's prequel campaign to Gold, Green, and Red. So of course.
I do have to say, Cthulhu is one of the games I was like, nah, I'm good. I don't need to play that. And I'm like, oh, but what happens next?
What happens next, right?
But what happens next?
So far I've lived.
Well, you did. There was ample opportunity to expire. All right, faraway friends, thank you so much. Please drop some love this extraordinary woman's way. We're going to miss her, but we are going to wish her well on her continuing quest and her leveling up in life. Thank you so much for being on this journey with us. We appreciate each and every one of you, and we know that you spend your precious time with us, and that's, one of the greatest gifts of all. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Take care, and we will see you next week for Mitra's prologue.
Next
Yes.
Bye-bye.